What is up, my friends? Welcome. Last week, I made a prediction. That Ken Yukihiro had the best deck at Mythic Championship 5 and would make top 8 of the tournament. You are in the future. You know what happened. I am in the past. I do not know what happened. As of recording this video, it is Friday. Ken is currently 2-0 in the tournament. What's he playing? The deck I think is the best deck in the room? Well, I'd love to show you that. I have dubbed this deck Dino Blade. It is listed officially as Mardu Knights, but Ken is the only person playing this deck in the entire 68-player field. There are two other Mardu Knight players. Ben Stark and Eric Froelich are playing Mardu Knight decks as well. They are, however, more traditional tribal one-drops decks, not playing Rotting Regisaur. And what makes Ken Yukihiro's deck so different is this deck's built like a modern deck. This deck is focused on pretty much one thing, and that is playing a Rotting Regisaur or some other very large creature, and then putting an Embercleave on it, and then killing their opponent. So why is this the best deck, in my opinion, for this Pro Tour or Mythic Championship? Put a penny in a jar. Golos Field is obviously the best deck in the format. 40% of the field, over 40% of the field was Golos Field decks. And what Golos Field decks do is they basically make you not want to play Interaction and not want to play Spot Removal. And they make Teferi, Time Raveler not very good because they're just making a bunch of 2/2s and removal spells don't really matter against them and Teferi doesn't really matter against them. So going into the field at the Mythic Championship, you knew that Golos is going to be insanely popular, and decks would be trying to not do things like Teferi, Spot Removal, trying to do things that are good against Golos. You know, whether they're going under, going over the top, not really interacting that much. And Ken Yukihiro is like, well, what if I just kill them? What card's good against Spot Removal? Or that's good against a lack of Spot Removal? Embercleave. So I think this deck is great. This deck is super cool, and like we said, it is effectively a Knight deck, but more so the core of the deck is Rotting Regisaur and Embercleave. But let's look at the Knights too. So we're playing basically Rakdos. One of the things I like about this deck also is the mana base makes a lot more sense. Ifro and Ben Stark's deck is playing multiple one-drops of different colors. The mana base is like pretty wild. It's playing Fabled Passage. This deck is just Rakdos. We have 4 Knight of Ebon Legion, 4 Fervent Champion, who is very good in this deck. Our only white cards are Inspiring Veteran, which is a 2-drop you don't need to cast on turn 2 for it to be good, and Acclaimed Contender, which at first glance looks like a card advantage kind of card, like a Militia Bugler kind of thing. This card is just here to find Embercleave. It can do other things too, but this is how hellbent Ken is in Embercleaving people out, by playing 4 Embercleave and 4 ways to find Embercleave, which is really cool. And that's our only white cards. We have 12 white sources. They all come in untapped. The entire mana base comes in untapped. Super smooth. We also contain a few little combos with Embercleave as well. So as you've seen with Questing Beast, Embercleave, Trample, and Death Touch all play really well together. Say you have a 5/5 with Double Strike and Trample and Death Touch. All the Trample requires you to do is to deal lethal damage to the blocker, and the rest tramples over. So normally you have a 5/5, a trample, they block with a 4/4, they take 1, right? Well, with Death Touch, only 1 damage is lethal. So that first point of damage is lethal, and then everything else spills over. So if you have a 5/5 creature with trample, Death Touch, and Double Strike, and it's blocked by a 20/20 creature, the first damage kills it, and the rest 9 goes over. So we have Blacklance Paragon here, already a good Knight card that can give things Death Touch, executing the Embercleave combo. Then we have Rimrock Knight, which is already like a reasonable aggro card, helping to give more power. This is +4 onto an Embercleave. So it's pretty easy to see how Embercleave focused we are. Then we also have Steelclaw Lance, a card that I think is pretty good. Rakdos equipment, and then it equips the Knights for only 1 mana. I think this card's just good straight up. But again, same thing. We want to be building it up onto one big creature, giving it Double Strike and Trample, and then killing them. Steelclaw Lance plays phenomenally with Fervent Champion, which allows you to equip it for free. And then equipping it for 1 is also reasonable too. But we have the nut draw of turn 1 champion, turn 2 Steelclaw Lance, attack for 3 first strike. Pretty good as well. But the deck is simple, it's straightforward, it's powerful, and again, it feels like a modern deck because it's very linear what it's trying to do. It is a plan, it's trying to execute it, and that's it. It does not care about you, does not care about things you want to do, does not care about your cards for the most part. It just wants to do its thing and kill you every game consistently. Sideboard has the interaction in it. It's got Legion's End, Noxious Grasp, very good card right now. 4 Angrath's Rampage, and then 3 Chance for Glory. This card's a little wild. The sideboard is like, it's fine. I don't think you want to sideboard that much of this deck. You know, you want to keep the main engine mostly intact. Much like a modern deck, but we'll see. But I'm amped to play this deck. I'm amped about my prediction. If you missed that again on Cool Stuff Inc., my Thursday article last week was all predictions. Obviously now you can go check to see if I was right or wrong or not because we're in the future. But I'm amped about this deck, and I expect big things from Ken. So from Jim from the past to Ken from the future, I hope you won the tournament. All right? So short word from our sponsors here. We're going to get ready to Embercleave some people, so we'll be right back, and I'll see you guys in just a minute with the games.
This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. To learn more about this deck, click the link in the video's description below to read Jim's article.
Alright, let's Embercleave some people. Take him down a notch, you know? Alright. This sounds not very good. So we do have 3 uncastables. We got Reggie, but we only have 2 lands. Rimrock Knight. This is going to be a mulligan. This is significantly better. We're definitely going to keep. What we're getting rid of is a very interesting question. The Blacklance Paragon is fine, but these obviously stack very well together. I definitely want the Steelclaw Lance. We could be greedy and ship a land, but then if we don't draw a land at our first 2 draws, our Lance gets really awkward. I think we're going to ship the Paragon. You could definitely be greedy here and ship the Swamp, but this is also our best land by a significant margin. Just a 3-color tri-land, basically. Alright, so it's fine. Rimrock Knight's fine. A little honker. Another grounds. Alright. There's better in here. They have to ferry, it's kind of annoying, but I guess a wolf would be really bad too here. Wicked Wolf. If we wanted to be super conservative and play around the wolf, we could have gone Steelclaw Lance on 2, and then Veteran Equip on 3. But it's Ferry's bad too. It's a pretty good start on the play. Obviously we have no 1-drop, and they have a Teferi for our 2-drop. It's certainly not ideal, but alright, well, there's the big Cleavester. Fortunately, not really too much going on here, but
that's more like it.
They play like a Nissa or something this turn, are probably in pretty big trouble. They only have 1 forest though, so of course, Teferi is a problem for this deck because it makes Embercleave not nearly as good, obviously. It's still doable, but not as tricky. Of course, Teferi, as I said, not a very popular card in the Mythic Championship. Again, I think that Ken's deck is perfectly suited for this. That's for the specific tournament of Mythic Championship. In an open field, it may be a little different, but alright, so they got Oko too. This is a good hand. It's Ferry and Oko just hanging out, doing the thing.
Surely you see the humor here.
Alright, so no attacks. Really want to take out that Teferi, but don't really, we kind of lack the means at the moment. We can just fire up the Steelclaw Lance, I suppose. We actually can't Rimrock Knight right now because Boulder Rush is not a knight. So We fire our veteran up into a 4/4. And we're going to attack the fairy. Okay. That's fine.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Yeah, Nissa. Make a food Nissa is pretty good, but honestly we could Embercleave the Nissa. We have a pretty big bet here. Okay, this actually isn't that bad.
We will not fail. The land fights for us.
Alright, cool. That's what we were looking for. And a Paradise Druid? Wow. Alright, so they do a lot of stuff in play, but they only have one card left. They can turn Embercleave into a elk, but I think killing Nissa this turn is really important. So I think we're just gonna attack Nissa and Embercleave. They'll probably block. Might not, but I don't know. We'll see. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We're not dead yet, even if the worst case scenario comes to fruition. Alright, so yeah. We could also... we can't Rimrock Knight. So if I had played Blood Crypt on tap, we could have Rimrock Knighted and then cast the Knight and the Veteran. That might have been better. Yeah, that would have been better. I screwed up. Alright. At least I'll do it, though.
Do not test me.
Yeah, that'd have been a lot better. Because now they're gonna... I mean, they're gonna make Embercleave into a 3/3, which is actually kind of fine, honestly. Once upon a time. Oh, God. Would have been interesting to see what they did if I shocked the Blood Crypt in and then attacked, if it would have blocked or not. I mean, despite our pretty bad hand and their pretty good start, we were still definitely in this game, which is nice. Yeah, so if I had Blood Crypted, Rimrock Knighted, cast the Knight and the Veteran, and we could have Embercleave them next turn for a much better connection, it might have been a lot better. And they're really in the tank here, jeez. We're probably dead this game. Alright. Oh, we got a 3/3.
I invite you to change.
We got an elk. Elk is just so big, it's just so sick. We also drawed 7 lands this game too, I guess, so we can complain about that. And next turn they cast Krasis for a bunch. For at least a 5/5. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. That wasn't a very good tap. Why did I tap my lands like that? That's very frustrating. Alright, this thing can't block anyway. Alright, I'm just going next game. I think that the crux of that game was the Embercleave turn. If I had not Embercleave that turn and waited one turn, that might have given us a chance to win, but we were pretty far behind either way. Alright, so 4 grass come in. I think the post-board games, the Rimrock Knights, are the first card to cut pretty easily. I don't think I want anything else. Don't want Legion's End, don't want Angrath Rampage, don't want Chance to Glory, so I'm pretty happy with this. Again, that was pretty bad. We had our 2-drop down spike to Fairy on the draw into an Oko and stuff, and we still like kind of we're in the game. And if we had made the right play on that turn, we might have had a chance to make some moves, but It's pretty cool given that 40+% of the field is all playing the same deck basically. That one player is just playing. There's just one player playing one deck, and that is it. You know, Ken's deck is the only version of his deck in the entire tournament. It's pretty cool. Don't see that too often. Someone going, you know, totally rogues. Even if they have a unique deck, they might have a team they're working with that have like 3 or 4 players playing it. All right, let's try that again. That's a little better. That's a little better. Obviously, we can't cast Double Champion on turn 2 yet, but this hand is much, much better. We got Reggie. We got some champs. They've got Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time. And a honker. Alright. Steelclaw Lance? That's pretty good. So we can play... I think playing the second champion is still a lot better. If we Steelclaw Lance, it makes us kind of vulnerable to Thari. Not really, I guess, but... Yeah, we're going to champion here, I think. Definitely like to draw another red source. I guess it's not like necessary, but like assuming we were to find an Embercleave at some point. Alright, what's your turn 2 Planeswalker? Goose. That's pretty gross. Alright. Alright, Reggie, go get him, I guess. Guess that makes us not playing Lance worse. There are a few players playing this Bant deck at the Pro Tour. I put it on stream for a while. It didn't seem very good against Simic or Golos, which are obviously the 2 best decks in the format. So, but it seems good against us, honestly. I guess we're just trying to get double Reggie online. I guess we're going to discard the Lance. If we draw a land, we can play Champion too. So. Alright. I mean, it's a simple plan, you know? This plan certainly makes for Embercleave off the top being pretty exciting. Alright, Reginald has a friend. Your turn. This is Once Upon a Time. I'm going to be really happy. Growth Spiral, similar. Embercleave, off the top. Off the top rope. Discard 2 cards. I mean, it's close, but it's, even if we get the Embercleave, we can't cast it. The question here is, do you want to leave a red? I guess we're going to leave a black up, because we have 3 of our 4 1-drops are accounted for, so we're going to attack first. I imagine Paradise Druid blocks and Deputy does not. These Bant decks don't play Wraths, so... So I guess ideal scenario, we leave a black open, we cast the Contender, we find a 1-drop and play that too. Reggie is really big. That's the keyword ability here. It's just really, really big. The oven of black, that is correct. Wowzers. Just like we drew it up. And we get a counter. Boom. Alright. A little better there, a little better. Our hand wasn't great, but they didn't have Teferi or Oko or all that jazz. Let's try that one again. Gotta give him the sword, you know? Give him the cleave. Sideboarding nice and simple with our deck. Very linear. Take out some cards, put in some cards, 4 for 4. Easy as pie. No problem, you know? Come on, Tommy. Tommy has no idea what to do against the Dino Blade menace. It's pretty good. I can keep this. Alright, Swamp means we can't cast Veteran on 2, so we gotta play Blood Crypt here. Turn 2, Welcome to Paradise. Another Veteran, jeez. We're gonna Veteran, and then we can set up for Veteran Knight next turn. Again, they don't have Wraths, so going wide is a pretty good plan. Teferi here is like a little annoying, but not really the end of the world. Oko is fine, but okay. Or just bounce the vet. We just play it again. Back to Teferi. We got knights for days. Cool.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
And we're just gonna keep playing this turn over and over again. Veteran Knight, Veteran Knight, Veteran Knight. Ooh. That's a tough one. Tulsimer's an absolute beating against aggressive decks. That's really bad for us. Okay. That's really tough. Turn 4 Tulsimer on the plays. Something else. Alright. And if they have any reasonable follow-up to this, we're probably in trouble. I guess we're just playing Veteran Knight and saying go. Nothing really to Blacklance. We're not really trading up or anything, so obviously, next turn we have a bunch of 3/4s, which works out well. So, and then next turn, if they double block, I might be able to use the Death Touch to kill 2 things. So, under most scenarios, Bant decks can't kill creatures. But Tulsimer is a real good one. Once upon a time, I am okay with that. Hydroid Crisis? Okay. It's not ideal, but our board is pretty good at present. Wow. Okay, so that means they probably have another one in their hand. Try to get something in play. It's fine. So now I have the ability to veteran and play a land. I can just pump the knights instead of Blacklancing. Like, their blocks here are not great. And they can double block one of them. That's really it. Honestly, their blocks aren't very good at all. They block with Krasis and Tolsimer. This is legendary too, right? This will have 7 toughness. Alright, so we're just going to pump up the knight. We're doing 6 damage. These are all going to grow, which is awesome. We get to kill 2 things. Seems really good, honestly. One death touch thing that I missed in the deck intro was that the knight can also have death touch for Embercleave, which is really good. So Growth Spiral's fun. Yeah, I was not impressed by this Bant deck at all when I played it. Like, it seemed like if you didn't just have like the really good curve of Gilded Goose into good Planeswalker into Tolsimer or whatever good 5-drop into Krasis, like or Nissa, like the deck just seemed really mopey. A lot of Growth Spiraling into nothing, a lot of Once Upon a Timing into nothing. Honestly, it felt exactly like that match was. One good curvy hand, and then the rest of really sloppy, chunky hands that didn't really do much. The Zibster's awake. Zibby is my hamster and the mascot of my stream. He's hanging out in the background there. No Zibby cam here on the official Cool Stuff videos. You know, we like to keep it a little more professional. But he's there. He is there. If you want to see him, you gotta watch the stream. I also do a thing on my Twitter called Zibby of the Week. Every Monday I post a new picture of Zibby. And he's also my phone background here. Hold on. He's a good little hamster. Alright, that hand's pretty bad. This is a 5-card hand, I would keep it. But, I think on 7 we're going to ship this one. It's better. We're going to ship the Blacklance Paragon, which is, like, the worst card. It's obviously good with Fervent Champion, but so is Rimrock Knight. And, like, we just can't cast it yet anyway, so... Rimrock Knight does play very well with Fervent Champion. This is probably one of the better Fervent Champion decks. Like, Fervent Champion is actually actively good in this deck. Between Rimrock Knight and then the equipment. That's a good draw. Can't cast Reggie, but... Gotta try, you know? Ooh, what is this? Another Teamer turn 2 Planeswalker deck? Wow, it's kind of weird how 3-mana Planeswalkers go. You just play them on turn 2 in the play and they're pretty good. Who would have thought, you know? Alright. So now we're in the crappy spot of like, do we bother attacking Oko or not? Like, we can deal 3 to Oko with Rimrock Knight. We can just cast Rimrock Knight, which isn't like the end of the world. Because at least it attacks into 3/3s. We're going to Reggie the following turn. I just cast Rimrock Knight, honestly. Attacking Oko feels so bad. I mean, turn 2 Oko on the play is just so absurdly good. It's just such a horrible scenario. I have a 1/1 in play, and I have to decide if I want to attack the 6 toughness Planeswalker or them.
Ooh, I feel so alive.
They have a wolf here too. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with 1-mana accelerators. You know, was the problem with Llanowar Elves, it's the problem with Gilded Goose now. I think Gilded Goose is a very well designed card, but the on the play, you know, this kind of hand is just like, all right, what am I going to do? Now if I play Reggie, it's just going to be an elk anyway. I can't really attack Rimrock Knight because I just sack the food. Is it worth trading the knight for a food? Maybe, honestly. Let's see what they do. Heh. Snuck it in there. And alright. We got the old cleave ski. The problem is that you know, everything we have is an elk. So poor Reggie here is, I guess an elk can carry cleave also, so making a food instead of making a 3/3? And then making another food? It's interesting. Knight of Ebon Legion. Alright, it's fine. Don't want to attack into their Oko? I don't think so. I mean, now they're kind of priced into making a Regisaur into a 3/3. Otherwise, my Embercleave is going to deal a bajillion damage to them next turn. Yep. And Questing Beast. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. So, we do have the Knight of Ebon Legion Embercleave Death Touch combo available to us. We can pump this and then Embercleave it. So it'll be a 5/5 Death Touch Trampler. We could kill the Oko with that. I guess they could block with Questing Beast and Wicked Wolf if they wanted to. But we're gonna go for that, I think. I mean, I guess that means we have to attack with everything. We're gonna lose a bunch of stuff. Oh man. Yeah, this seems somewhat impenetrable. Alright. Screw it. I think the longer this game goes, the worse it gets, so we'll just see what they do. Hope they screw up. I don't think we're winning a fair game here. Their cards just outclass us, and they've all curved up really well too, so this isn't bad. So they're only blocking the Knight of Ebon Legion. I get Embercleave a 3/3. It deals 8, 9, 10, 11. It deals 14 damage. We're 2 short of lethal. And we had a Rimrock Knight in our hand to win the game. If I pump the Knight and Embercleave, they take 10, minus 3, minus 4. Take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's what we're going to do. So a Death Touch will deal... Oh, I'm sorry. I think they're dead. Take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, they're just dead. So they missed the death... Oh, no, they can stack more of these. Okay, so sure. That doesn't matter. They're just dead. Yeah. Wow. Well, we asked our opponent to make a mistake, and they did. That's the power of the cleave. That's the power of the cleave. Nice start, opponent. Perfect nuts curve out. Still died. And they knew the Embercleave was in our hand, too. All right, we'll take that all day, every day. So we're going to want Noxious Grasps again. And same thing. The Rimrocks are out. Grasps are in. This deck's great. This deck is a riot. Embercleave all day. This deck is kind of infect-like in that it puts the fear of God into your opponent. You know? And at any point they could just die. That time they knew we had it and just blocked wrong anyway, but imagine they didn't know it. And they're going to make the blocks thinking that if I have Embercleave, they might die. But their blocks are so bad if we don't have it. This hand's great. Once upon a time... Steam Vents, Forest, Grazer. Alright. Table Mystery. Top. That sounds like a turn 3 Planeswalker. Alright. Oh, look. It's Oko, turn two on the play again. Make a food? Alright. Interesting. I guess we just Fervent Champion Knight here. Playing a 2-drop sets up better for next turn because you can play 2 spells, but... I'm just going to do this. Maybe we'll get them if they block. Nice. Doesn't seem super relevant to kill their 0-3, but it's just a free 3-3 later on, so... Oh, Wicked Wolf is so good. Well, they have the nuts again. We won last game when they had the nuts, so let's see if we win this game too. Alright. This game's feeling a little harder because we have 5 lands and no Embercleave, but oh my god. They hasten too? Alright. Sure. They haven't used Oko yet? Man, I mean, this is a pretty absurd start.
Let's broaden your existence.
Unfortunately, it looks like the cleave here might be a little too late. This is a pretty good hand from our opponent. 3-6. Yeah, they have like 15 coming at us next turn. I mean, maybe they'll screw up. It worked last time, right? Just play Fervent Champion and say go, and they'll be scared to attack into my knight, maybe. Don't have high hopes for this one. Alright, you win. Pretty good hand there. Pretty good hand. Yeah, turn 2 Oko, turn 3 Wicked Wolf on the play is it's pretty wicked. Let's try that one again. Alright, on the play. Oh, we find our Noxious Grasp, so we have nothing else going on. Noxious Grasp is so good, though. Oh, this is tough. This is really tough. I think I'm going to keep, and I feel like we're going to draw, like, land, Embercleave, and die, but I can't leave this behind, I don't think. Play this in case we draw the Lord. Well, looky here. We're actually going to play a land in its Ack. Try and sneak a damage in. Obviously, if we play the Lord, the Super's going to block. Alright. He got us that time. He got us that time. What do you got this time, friend? No? Wow. No turn 2 Oko. It's a miracle. Ooh, that's a good draw, too. Alright, that's pretty good. A little Fervent Champion. Guess we swamp here. We're gonna ship. And pump up. Doesn't really matter. So nice little 5 balls, not too bad. And we got 2 Noxious Grasp. We've drawn very, very well out of our opener, for sure. Yeah, that's really good for us. That might just seal the deal, yeah. Okay. Live by the turn 2 Oko, die by the turn 2 Oko. 2 and 0. Oko is pretty silly. Oko was pretty silly. I had 4 different people independently ask me today on my stream why Oko's Elk ability is a +1, not a -1. I think Oko would be a very, very good Magic card and see heavy play if it was just +2, -1, -5. Don't know what they were thinking on that one. Almost feels like a typo, but let's keep going here. Let's blade it up. All right, we're on the play. No 1-drop. Blacklance Paragon's not like a great 2-drop, but I think we're going to keep. On the draw, I think I might ship this, but you know, end step Paragon, Steelclaw Lance attack for 5 is not the worst. Contender's also pretty good, so that was not a good draw. Grazen? You have a little Golos action here. Yep. Looks like it. You gotta cut him up. Cut him up big time with the Cleavester. Sacred Foundry? Alright. We could Contender here. Trying to put more creatures in play for Embercleave. I think I actually like that. Any 1-mana creature would be great. That's awesome. Oh, that's really awesome. Fervent Champion's insane here. So next turn we get the Fervent Champion, Steelclaw Lance equip, and attack with 3/3/3s. That's great. I suppose the fear here is getting wrathed, but I guess if that's our fear, we could just Embercleave next turn. And then if they wrath, we get to Champion, Steelclaw, equip, attack. That actually seems awesome. That's a really good line. I like that a lot. Alright. We do have 4 unique lands there. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna attack an Embercleave. I guess we'll put it on the contender. It's the same damage, but if they have a like a Teferi to bounce something, they can rather than bounce this than that. So do this here. They take 5 trample and they take 8. We do it here, but take 8. Same thing. So now they're at 9, and if they wrath, they're dead. Okay. I don't think this matters. Is 4 zombies? There's a lot of zombies. 2 Fervent Champions. I mean, I can Steelclaw, make this a 6/6. That's 12. And I can double champion it too. All right. This is 6. That's 8. That's 16. So 9. They have to soak up at least 8. Yeah, that should do it, I think. I guess the problem is that they have a Wrath. That's really bad for us. Alright, let's do some math here. So they're at 9. They have 8 toughness. So that's 16. That's 17 total toughness plus life. This is currently 12. So that's plenty. Alright, I'm just gonna do it. And put everything on the contender. We have an 8/6 double strike trample. Is that lethal? So they could have blocked everything, taken 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they were super dead. All right, cool. I'm just bad at math. Really dead, like the most dead. How do I want to sideboard for this matchup? That I'm not sure. It feels like we're somewhat pre-boarded, honestly. The chance for glories seem fine. The ability to either just like double up on a combat step or just like counter a wrath, untap, kill them feels pretty cool. I guess you would never need to uncounter a wrath and kill them because you just kill them on your turn. But I mean, I don't want Grasp. I don't want Legion's End. The question is Chance for Glory better than a card I'm taking out? Blacklance Paragon doesn't seem great. Steelclaw Lance. I'm a pretty big Steelclaw Lance fan. Let's bring in 2 of these. Let's shave a Lance and a Paragon. No, let's leave the Lance. Lance is so good with Champion, too. I'll just shave 2 Paragons, I think. I could shave the Contenders. It finds Embercleave, but the first Embercleave is probably good enough. I'm just leaving the Paragons. Let's take out 1 Contender and leave in 3 Paragons. Paragon's also pretty cute against the Arboreal Razors, so let's try this. I'm not exactly sure how Ken would sideboard, but that hand ain't bad. Just got better. Alright. Next turn's the Lance equip. Next turn's Veteran Rimrock Knight. Alright, they have Growth Spirals. They have their good hand on the play here. That's also pretty good. This might be a shellacking, folks. Free equip skis. Alright, they have their, like, nut draw here. Turn 2 Spiral into turn 3 Route on the play. So we need to be a little bit careful about everything, basically. Alright. Don't ever want to draw 2 of this card. So, likely to have some zombie problems going forward. That kind of sucks. I mean, we could Veteran and Rimrock Knight. We would deal 6 to them, and they would beat 8. And then what? You know? Just too strong. Just too strong. They have all unique lands. Yeah, that's really bad. If I play Contender, I guess I'm looking for Embercleave. But we're like not even able to cast it yet. Alright, yeah. This feels pretty bad. We get screwed over by a lot of things here. But I'm not really sure what else to do. These don't seem very good. Like, I don't think you want Legion's End, because they have other things besides zombies that get in the way. That's not a bad start. They're at 10? Oh, they have a zombie. I have 2 zombies. Oh my god, what a good draw. Alright. Please stop. Oh my god. Nice turn 4, opponent. Jeez. Yeah. Looks like it's Embercleave or bust. I don't even think Embercleave matters anymore. Alright. Well, we found it, but don't think it matters. This is a Wrath of God. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we can just go to the next game here. I've seen enough. Alright, your hand was pretty good. You win, opponent. Chance for Glory seems really bad. This card seems bad in general, honestly. Come on, Arena. Alright, obviously we drew both of them, which sucks too, but I don't think we want Legion's End. Maybe Chance is fine. Like their hand was just insane in the play. Like we couldn't even put a board together before they were able to put zombies in play. So like whenever at a time we had no chance for glory basically. We'll leave it in. We'll just try it. I don't know what decks in the format actually beat that hand from Golos, so all right. Well, this is good, but it's not great. We can't cast our Steelclaw Lance. I still think we have to keep this though. Turn 1 Champion, turn 2 Rimrock Knight, and then any land is for Chance of Glory. We already have the Embercleave, which is good. We draw other creatures. Any black source is good. They mulligan, which is good for us. It's not quite a black source. I'm just gonna shock. We draw like, I don't know what would make us want to not have Dull Mountain in play, but our mana base is pretty sketch. So, I mean, we're 1 mana off of casting Embercleave, which is pretty good. Tilt. That was a pretty good draw. I mean, this might actually just do it. We deal 7 here. They do something, and we just, like, 7 time walk 7. Yeah, this is fine. Man, it's all about them die rolls mattering, you know? I think there's dead to everything anyway. I don't think it matters, but... Yeah, there's dead to everything in my hand. Embercleave. We can turn 4 kill too, you know. So we had the turn 4 kill a few different ways there. 3-0. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. This deck is sweet. Reminder also that there's a written companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com. So if you're watching directly on YouTube, hop on over to CoolStuffInc.com, check out the written article, as well as all of CoolStuffInc.com's other great stuff as well. Articles from great content creators like myself and others, of course, and all the best deals on all your games, card games, board games, miniatures, magic cards, you name it. Promo code JIM5 for 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. Save some money. I mean, no 1-drop, but we're going to keep... We got the Cleavester. We got the Lance. You can see how well the Lance and the Cleave stack up. Like, we haven't actually put Embercleave onto a dinosaur yet, which is like our plan A, and we're still doing pretty good, so... Excuse me. Man. These folks always got that 3 mana on turn 2, you know? Alright. We could have played the Mountain there, disguise our hand better, I suppose, but... Selesnya Guildgate. This is like a weird Golos hand. Looks like it. Alright, given that we have Embercleave already and only 1 creature in play, we're going to Contender here over Steelclaw Lance. Just block it anyway, so... Alright. Contender. I mean, the 1-drop allows us to play a 1-drop, play Lance, and equip next turn. I guess the Inspiring Veteran is also +2 damage, though. And then I can Veteran and Lance, then Lance and Embercleave next turn. I like that better. Once upon a time. Plaza of Harmony. And a Guildgate. Alright. It's kind of a weird hand so far. I mean, they have to have a Time Wipe or a Giant Wrath, I guess. Or an untapped blue source for Time Wipe. Screw it. Just do it. Gotta make him have it, you know? You're dead on board. Do something. It's something, but it ain't enough, I don't think. So we get to go Mountain. Equip onto the 4/2, I guess? Oh my god, that's a block. That's a block and a half. Oh, you dead. Embercleave all day. Love it. Love it. Yeah, Steelclaw Lance is really good. That was the card people were asking a lot of questions about, but Steelclaw Lance is like pretty nice because it allows you to play around Wrath a little bit. It allows your crappy creatures to attack through things, and then it also just beefs you up for Embercleave big time. Alright, we'll sideboard the same way. I am not sure if it's correct or not. I assume they're playing just a standard Golos deck. They didn't have any blue and they had red, but they can just draw a weird one-of lands that looks different than it could be, so... Arena is chugging. It's been chugging a lot lately. I encourage you to write an email or tweet at Witches of the Coast and implore them to improve the stability of the software nicely, politely. Just let them know that it's a detriment to your viewing and playing experience, because it is really bad. This video has now been on for almost an hour, and we're already starting to lag. Okay. Interesting hand here. We can't cast our Reggie, but we got to keep. And we're going to ship Reggie. Reggie's not as good against this deck, I don't think, on the draw especially, because they can like kind of Wrath by the time I cast it. So this is fine. We got 2-drop, Lance, Contender, try and find a Embercleave. Passage. No 1-drop stinks a little bit, but Plains? Plains? Field of the Dead. And we draw the 1-drop. Alright. I think we're going to Veteran this turn, and then we'll just Lance Champion next turn. It's a pretty good swing. You could have, what's it called? Deafening Clarion, if they're playing the red version of Golos. Oh, they have that thing. Alright. That's fine. The Cleave. Alright, we're actually going to Champion and then Veteran, because Steelclaw Lance has haste. Inspiring Veteran does not. So alright, so the fear is they have a Wrath next turn. If they do, we can somewhat rebuild. I guess we could have Embercleave this turn for 6. It's not even that good, though. Here, I guess. Alright, no Wrath, please. I guess putting the Lance on the Veteran plays around Deafening Clarion better if they are playing that, but most lists aren't. Yeah. Alright. Rimrock Knight. Ugh. So we can't Contender because Contender requires it to be a Knight in play to work, so I think we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, that's not that bad. And the Lance just falls to the ground. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to be in trouble this game. We got nothing. Alright. Alright, you got us, opponent. You got us with that one. No 1-drop on the draw into a Wrath. A little tough. A little tough. Yeah. Run it back. It's a little awkward, but better. You know, want to cast this Reggie. It's not great hard casting Rimrock Knight, but we do what we gotta do, you know. Still a 3-power creature. We're setting up for a turn 4 Embercleave, so alright, they got the Spiral. I mean, we have a 5/5 double strike coming in next turn. And if we draw a land, we can Rimrock too. I think I actually like that. What's the worst thing that can happen next turn? I guess like land Deafening Clarion, but most of us don't play Deafening Clarion. They don't even have a red yet. I'm pretty sure I want the Rimrock Knight. Like, I mean, they... It's better in a Rimrock Knight. I like the Rimrock Knight. If we draw a land, we can go Rimrock plus Embercleave. Please play Route. Hydroid Graces. Okay. Okay. He plays. They still dead? I think so. They're probably going to block the Rimrock Knight, so we'll target that. I don't know if it's lethal or not. Into the math again. You take 2, and then a million, then a million. Yeah, looks dead to me. Oh, you dead. Just easy. Just turn 4 kills all day, you know? All day, every day. Put a lot of pressure on our opponents to actually have some good hands. Also a Purifying Light. It's going to be a fast video. We're already 4-0. We just killing people on turn 4 too often, you know? We already played against Tommy. What was Tommy playing? I don't remember. We played against them earlier. I think they were playing Golos. Sand's fine. Ooh. Perhaps not. Well, they're playing Bant, I think. Well, clearly we converted someone. No, if they attack... I mean, if they play a land and attack, I don't think we can block, honestly. Oh, nope, okay, never mind. You gotta attack there. You gotta attack there. Alright, their hand seems better than ours on the play. Yeah. Yeah, triple 1-drop on the play. Pretty good, pretty good. I mean, unfortunately, we have to not block, and if they pump, they have to pump through things. Oh, okay, they're just gonna play a 3-drop. I mean, they got Reggie. Oh god, they're just playing our deck. By our deck, I mean Kenya Kahiro's deck. I mean, they got the old blade. I'll be pretty sad if this is our 5th match and our opponent gets to Emberblade or Regisaur before we do. That would make me sad. Block. Interesting. No pump again. A contender, okay. So, I mean, that Regisaur worked out for us because they discarded a card and we didn't. They lost a Rimrock Knight, which is not like an amazing card, but, you know, it's pertinent. It's a piece of material. Whiff, whiff, whiff. We are in trouble, though. We have all lands in our hand. It's not good. It's not good. Steelclaw Lance is very good, but... Oh, God. Inspiring Veteran. Another land. Jeez. Yeah, we can't actually ever block these. Ever. We got nothing. Maybe it's better just to leave the mana up for defense and pump it rather than play the equipment. I mean, they just play Inspiring Veteran and Smash, and we're just in huge trouble. I guess they can't play Veteran and pump these, so I don't know. We'll see what they do. Uh-oh. I think it's Embercleave time, folks. Sure. Cleave me into next year. I want you to do it. See what it feels like. Tell me it feels good. Yeah. What? What? Why not the 4/3? And deal me like 10 trample damage, just kill me. Alright, well. Does not seem to matter. So, alright. Not a very good game there, just 7 lands against their really, really good hand in the play. The only thing we can lose to is the blade. Live by the blade. Die by the blade. Die by the arena program that can't work properly. Alright, Legion's End all day. And then cut the Rimrock Knights. Feel pretty good. Somewhat of a modern-esque mirror where not a lot of interaction, just a lot of like who can lay their cards out and then do their thing. Come on, Tommy. Sideboard don't seem that complicated. Just 4 of a card in, 4 of a card out, let it rip. Look, it's Zibby. I would like to put Embercleave onto a Rotting Regisaur at least once in this league, if we could do that. Not league, whatever, the set of 5 games. At least once. That's pretty good. Seems hard to ship this one. Would love to fill in a 2-drop, but... It's also the backdoor goodness of not having any duplicates in our hand, so Legion's End won't be a disaster. Go on the old Bluffskis. We waited too long. I feel like they just picked this deck up, so they might not be super in line with our Bluffski. So, Inspiring Veteran. I mean, that would have been a really good play on our part if we actually had it and didn't attack, then we could have blocked here and used it. The Dwarven +2/+1 or +2/+0. All right, Contender is really good. So we already have Embercleave. Let's get another Contender. Just flood the board here and get the Embercleave going. It is very hard to block Knight of Ebon Legion. Ooh boy. Oh boy. I think I double block here if they attack with the Knight. I'm pretty happy trading 1 for 1. Yep, they agree. So, all right. I mean, let's keep it going. So we kind of want the card we can cast this turn, but Veteran's also pretty good. It does make us vulnerable to a Legion's End. So, all right, let's take the Veteran. Play tap lands, they go. I mean, we're setting up into Veteran Contender into Embercleave, so they're a little light on lands too. So if they can't deploy their cards as fast as they would like, it gives us time to set up. I mean, if they have the +2/+0 here, they could also have the Death Touch lifelink. Yeah, we can't block here. Trading Knight for 2 of our creatures and they gain 3 life and they put a thing in play is probably just not an okay thing for us. Alright, so good choice in not choosing the that thing next turn. Although now they know we have the Embercleave in our hands, so we get to swing for a lot here, honestly. I mean, can't Embercleave yet, but I'll get you soon enough. No blocks. That is gutsy, knowing that I have Embercleave in my hand. Oh, that's the combo too. They are dead. Now we have the Death Touch plus Embercleave combo. Nice knowing you, friend. Sure. I hate to break it to you, but you are really dead. I guess they're not like actually dead yet, because we have 8, we have 7. Yeah, if they block everything. Sure. Reggie, I'm a little tempted to wait a turn because I want to put the Embercleave on the Reggie, but I will not because that is just wrong. 3 and 2. All right, yeah, just attack. I mean, they're all the same, so changing your blocks doesn't really matter that much. I mean, whatever they do, we're going to double strike on the Inspiring. Yeah, so we double strike on the Lord, and then all the other ones shrink, and then everything dies, and they probably die too, and we gain some life, and everything bad happens to them, so. That was obviously, that was more a game of them just not being able to play more than one spell a turn, basically. We were able to keep playing contenders and drawing more cards and getting all set up, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Would like the clean sweep here, I'm not going to lie. 4-0. Going for the 5-0. The only thing standing in the way is the man in the mirror. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. Oh, Arena. 1-drop, Legion's End, Embercleave. We got to keep this hand. Having 2 Embercleaves sucks, honestly. But we have a 1-drop into Legion's End. We're not vulnerable to Legion's End. We're on the draw. Got to have a little faith here, I think. Mulligan to 6. Turn 1 Fervent Champion. You got it. Another Knight? That's kind of crappy. Like, now they have Legion's End. They get that card back. Oh, just tap land. Whew, thank God. Alright. Clearly they don't have a second champion. So we don't need to class Legion's End. I hate the design of Legion's End because there's nowhere to hide, you know? If they just have the... Oh boy. They have you know, whether it's in your hand or out of your hand or wherever it is, just there's nowhere to hide your card. Just there's no way to play around it. Okay. I kind of like this. We can use our Knight. I mean, if they have like land, Embercleave, we're just dead, but we can't really do much about that, I guess, so we can just use a Knight to try and trade with this after it makes them discard a few cards. We're in a contender here. I don't hate Blacklance either, honestly. I mean, now it's revealed, so it's kind of... It's not going to trick them. They're not going to walk into it, but the thing about Regisaur is you can't just sit on Regisaur forever. You just discard all the cards in your hand. So, yeah, we're going to take the Blacklance. And then we're not going to attack. Please don't go land Embercleave. Or do. I mean, I just want to see someone do it, you know? We haven't gotten to do it once yet. Discard a contender. Alright. Crap. 8 and 8 is 16. We just can't do anything. We should have no outs. Yeah, alright, no blocks. Oh, thank God. What are they shocked for? Oh. That's why they shocked. Alright. Okay. Still alive, still alive. I guess we're just gonna Legion's End the Knight. We'll Blacklance one Regisaur and just chump block the other. And then set up for a pump on Knight later on. We could actually attack with these two. And if they block, then we're trading Knight or Contender instead of Blacklance Paragon. But if they don't block, then we're growing our creatures. I actually like that. Maybe I should attack with all three then. Honestly. Well, I guess the Blacklance can't block the Fervent Champion, but It's basically just the top of their deck right now. It depends on how nice it is. This seems... I guess we're only gaining 1 if they block the Knight, which is a little sketch, but really putting it to a test here. Alright. Maybe this is wrong. I don't know. We got 3 damage in. We only gained 1, but damage matters. We do have Embercleave in our hand, so I guess now we're 1 short of Embercleave Pump Knight, though, which is a thing. The question is, if they attack with Regisaur, do I chump block or not? And the answer is, I don't think so. That's super sketch. No. A lot of indecision over here on Tommy's side of the table. I think it's no blocks. I mean, what's the card in your hand, Tommy? Whatever it is, I assume you're playing it, so... I guess also trading a Knight off makes a top deck Legion's End worse too, so... The suspense really is killing me, though. I mean, whatever the card is, they have to play it, because they're going to discard it to Regisaur, so... I don't know what the, So if they don't win the game this turn, they lose. So don't draw Embercleave, basically. That was exceedingly ambitious. Because if this card is not Embercleave, they're dead. Yeah, okay. Alright, I mean, no guts, no glory, I guess. Alright, so we'll take that 5-0 run. Love to know how Ken is doing in the tournament right now. I'll check once I finish recording the video, but Ken Yukihiro started off 2-0. We went 5-0, and this deck is something else. Love it. Dino Blade. That's what I'm calling it. Ken can call it whatever he wants, but I'm calling it Dino Blade. Super sweet. So, if you're looking for a fun deck, if it feels like a modern deck in Standard, if you're looking to kill some goalless players on turn 4, here you go. Dino Blade. Rotting Regisaur, Embercleave. Light them up. This is a fun one. This is a really, really fun one. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And once again, go to CoolStuffInc.com. Check out the companion article to this video, as well as a bunch of great deals on all your favorite games. Promo code GYM10. GYM5, sorry. GYM5. GYM10 won't get you nowhere, unfortunately. GYM5. And I'll see you fine folks next week. Video Monday, article Friday, as usual. CoolStuffInc.com. I'll see you also on my my Twitch streams and my YouTube videos and basically everywhere else Magic is. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you folks next time. And cleave 'em. Embercleave. Get 'em. Thanks for watching.